It's trying. It's live. Okay, guys. Maybe we are live now. Maybe we're not. We're both live on Facebook and YouTube. We're brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, SMKW.com. And as I just said, Melina is over here answering questions. She's going to have to stick her head out to the side for me to see when she has a question because I cannot see her tucked in the corner over beside me. Isaac is up in the studio doing his thing, and Jason is taking a little bit of a break today. So you just got me, guys. It's just me with the cool mic so that you can hear. And we're going to get through a good show today of all USA-made products. And I did that because we're coming up on the 4th of July holiday this weekend. I hope you guys are going to have a great, happy, and safe 4th of July holiday. We, of course, have the business that we always have to get through and get taken care of. I've got that right here. Last week, we gave away a custom shop ZT0350. That was a ZT0350, which is a great knife to begin with, but this one had titanium scales, and this particular knife was won by Charles Henning. Congratulations, Charles, on your big win of that ZT0350 with the titanium scales. As soon as we have your information, we will send that out to you immediately, probably with some other really cool stuff. Guys, if you've won some of these prizes, you know you get a prize pack. It is like swag galore on the inside. Stickers, cards, cleaning cloths, cool stuff. But that ZT0350 was won by Charles Henning, and congratulations, Charles. Let's see, what else do we have today? Oh, today is the last day. If you guys don't know, we do a giveaway on Facebook and on YouTube every single week. They come out on Wednesdays, so you have all the way up through Tuesday at midnight. Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. to get entered on that. That's 11:59 p.m. Eastern. So you have all the way up until that time to get entered on both Facebook and on YouTube. And the giveaway this week is a classic. It is a Gerber Gator clip point. It is a USA-made Gerber. Guys, they don't make a lot of these anymore. There's not a lot of them out there still pristine and ready for sale. We're giving away two, one on Facebook, one on YouTube. So if you haven't taken advantage of that, go ahead and get entered to win that from us. It is a Gerber Gator clip point. Go on Facebook, go on YouTube, get entered to win. I do want to remind you, because we haven't touched on it in a while, we have a thing called Sezzle on SMKW.com. Now, Sezzle is a program that likes you to take any order that's $100 or more. My ear is just driving me crazy. Oh, that feels so much better. Okay, I'm back. Sezzle is a program that lets you take any order of $100 or more and break it into 4 easy payments over 6 weeks' time. So if you're having trouble with cash flow right now and you need to spread the payments out, try Sezzle on any order of more than $100. And I say that in this way too. It doesn't have to be an item that is over $100. It just has to be an order total that is over $100. It is not layaway. It is not a credit card. It is a payment plan. As soon as you set up your Sezzle and you pay with Sezzle, we're going to ship your order right away. You'll go ahead and get it, and then you'll go ahead and pay those 4 easy installments over 6 weeks' time. If you do your payments on time, there is no extra fee, and there is no interest rate on it. There are no penalties on it. All you have to do is follow the rules that Sezzle sets out for you, and that is 4 equal payments over 6 weeks' time, starting with that very first purchase day. So if you're not doing that, take advantage of Sezzle, guys. You're really going to be able to increase your buying power. Find something big that you like, spread it out over time, keep your budget where it needs to be. Any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns so far?
No, they're just saying
hey. Hey, you guys like my office? This is my space. This is my space right here. We're going to have to do the hold it up to the camera thing today. But again, today's episode number 120, number 120, not 122. Episode number 120 is all made in the USA items. I'm going to get my notes where I can read them. And let's jump into this straight away. Okay, so you guys might not be familiar with this brand, but this is a brand called White River. And I could not be happier with a brand that we have out there. This is the White River Ursus. This is the White River Ursus 45. Take a look at that. Isn't that a pretty bushcraft knife right there? This is just an excellent knife, and it's made in the USA. 4.5-inch CPM S30V VN stainless steel drop point on this thing. The handles, I'm sorry, before I get to that, it is a stonewash finish on this knife, and it is 0.15 inches thick, full tang construction on that. The handles are this gorgeous burlap micarta. Look at how pretty those are. I mean, it doesn't get much prettier than that as far as just looking rustic, but also being modern. This handle is going to take on oils from your skin. It's going to just look gorgeous the more you use this thing. Again, this is full tang, 0.15 inches thick, and check out the exposed lanyard hole right here. You've got triple rivets, and then it also comes with this amazing sheath. Boom, look at that. That is a pretty sheath, comes with a matching ferro rod already in there. That's $244.95 from White River. This is a brand that I really want you to take a look at. If you've not been on the site and looked at White River as a whole, go check all of them out because they're making some excellent knives, especially this type of knife, bigger, smaller, just stuff you're going to take on your next outdoor adventure, whether you're camping, you're hiking, whatever that is. Go check out this stuff because, man, it's a pretty knife. Again, you're going to pay the premium price because this is S30V. It is $244.95 at SMKW.com. I really like this thing. I like how it feels in hand. It is a big, beefy fixed blade. To me, I don't know. It doesn't get more just straightforward as that. You've got a nice place for your finger right here. You can really get up on the blade up top. It's just a nice, big, beefy camp knife from White River, which is a USA company. Let me show it to you one more time. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. That is just a very, very pretty knife from White River. Go check that out on the site. Any questions, comments, thoughts, anything so far?
Say hi to the Knife Whisperer.
Say to the Knife Whisperer? Hi, Knife Whisperer. Do you have to whisper to your knives? I mean, I feel like I have to do that to get them sharp. That's, I mean, and it doesn't even work. I could whisper sweet nothings all day long, and I still don't get the knife sharp where I need it to be. Guys, all of you, welcome. Thanks for tuning into the show. Did you do that thing with Tobias?
Yes, I did.
Ha 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 ha. I don't know. He's not on yet, but he'll go back and he'll watch the episode. We sent you something, Tobias, in a message.
A picture of something.
A picture of something. He might doodle in his pants about this one. He just might. He'll be happy. He'll be very, very happy. Okay, let's jump into the next knife. The next knife is an SMKW exclusive, and as Tyler Pipe says, this might be one of the prettiest knives that we have ever done. This, in my hand right here, is the Molten Lava. It is a Sig Sauer Hogue knife partnership. It's an out-the-front auto. This thing is just stinking gorgeous. Look at that. OTF auto, made in the USA. It has the Spartan helmet. Let me go this way. You'll see it. There's the Spartan helmet in the handle. It has Molten Lava on the blade itself. Let's see here. This is a 3.5 inch CPM S30V clip point blade with an FDE coating, so nothing is going to happen to that knife. It is 1/8 of an inch thick, so this is a beefy OTF. It is a full-size OTF. It's dual action. It's got the thumb slider, so it is automatic in and out, and I'll show you some more of that in just a second. It has FDE T6 aluminum handles, again, that FDE coating, and then it has the ambidextrous tip-up pocket clip on this thing. 4.875 inches closed. Here's what that looks like closed. Look at that, right there. Let me show you that Spartan helmet again. I always want to go the wrong way. It's because I see Groot this way, and I like it a lot more. There's the Spartan helmet right there. So 4.875 inches closed. And then it opens up all the way to a full-size EDC at 8.25 inches overall. And this knife weighs 3.84 ounces. And it's made by Hogue Knives. It's just a full-on exclusive. I would consider this a collector's piece. If you get this limited edition collector's piece from us, not many other people are going to have it. It's just kind of like a little badass kind of knife right here. This knife, this Hogue Knives 6 Sauer Spartan OTF, is $271.97, made in the USA by Hogue Knives. Who was the partner on this? I mean, it was on the
Hogue, Sig, and SMKW.
Hogue, Sig, and SMKW. Okay. Yeah, that's the three partners that are working together. It's going to match some of your other stuff that's out there. I think this is a pretty knife. There's not a lot of them. If you want one, you should probably get on it because they are going to go. That is the Hogue Knives 6 Sauer Spartan OTF. Again, $271.97. It actually could be $339. I don't know what the price is right now. Did the Hogue sale end?
The Hogue sale is over.
Okay, so the Hogue sale is over. You could have taken advantage of this a while ago. It would have been $271.97. It is $339.96 right now. That Hogue sale is over. Okay, let's do this because this is like fidget spinner city. Boom, 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 boom. There's something satisfying about that. Just the noise alone. It's fun. That is the Hogue. Let's jump on to the next one if there are no questions at this time. No?
No questions.
No questions. I need a drink. It's kind of stuffy in here. Stuffy up in here. We got the air going, but I'm warm. You guys are making me sweat today. So what we got next? We got a buck. Okay, so Sprint Select. We've shown a couple of these on the show before. USA made buck. Of course, it's going to do that to me. It says Sprint Select, and I wish that Buck really wouldn't do this because Select in the knife world means something a little bit different, but this is their system. This is their new pivot system. It's a Sprint. In the Sprint Select here has a ball bearing pivot, and it also has a really nice opening on it. 3.125 inch, 420 HC. It's that great Buck 420 HC. It is a clip point, and it does have the stonewash finish. I like the grind on this particular knife. I like this little dip that happens right there for your thumb when you're really getting down on this knife. It is 0.12 inches thick. It is, again, a manual flipper from Buck with a ball bearing system. It is a liner lock. There's the liner right there. It does have GFN or glass-filled nylon handles, and it does have the ambidextrous deep carry pocket clip. Again, that's wrong. We've done this both times on this particular product, and we'll have to get Jason to go make these guys fix it. It is not an ambidextrous pocket clip. It is a tip-up pocket clip. Last time we put this on the show, I had this written the wrong way on the other product too. This is not an ambidextrous pocket clip. It is a right-hand carry pocket clip, but it is tip-up. It is 4.4 inches closed, and let me show you what that looks like. Here's what this knife looks like. Closed, that's how it's going to ride in your pocket right there. There's the back. It is 7.5 inches overall. Has a nice snap to it once you open it. I do kind of like that Sprint Select opening on that. 7.5 inches overall and weighs 3.2 ounces, made in the USA by Buck. And the price tag on this is not crazy. It's $49.99 from Buck. So that is the gray version of the 840 Sprint Select liner lock from Buck right there. Let me flip this thing a couple more times. It does do a nice job. It really does. If you don't hit your mic, boom, there it is, right there. So again, $49.99 at smkw.com from Buck, USA made, 840 Sprint Select liner lock. Boom, right there. Any questions, comments, thoughts? Man, we are just zipping through this show. I remind you that we are brought to you by Smoky Mountain Knife Works, SMKW.com, the world's largest knife store. If you have never been to our store in Sevierville, please come. I took off my mask so that I could do the show, but we are wearing masks for your protection. You are not required to wear a mask for our protection. We do have hand sanitizer all over the place. We do try to make sure the store is good and clean. We have marks on the floor for social distancing. We are open always from Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. I-40, exit 407. Come see us at the store if you have never been. Man, you are missing out. Come see the store. The next knife I have is another automatic knife, and it has some interesting features to it. It is the Heretic Knives, Heretic Knives Hydra, and I don't know if we charge this knife or not. Let's see. Boom! Ooh! It's got the charging handle. These always scare me a little bit because they jump so much. You pull the charging back. You have to push the button on this, don't you? Yep. Oh, come on. There we go. Pull the charging button. It has a little safety switch. See that? It slides over just like that. Oh! And then you can push the button, and then it pops right out. Let me do it again. See if I can do it without cutting my fingers off. Oh, come on. That is crazy. Okay. So again, there's the slide over. You slide that over. It's out of the way. Let me get it in focus. Boom. And then it pops open like that. This is the Heretic Hydra. It is a very different slide charging handle out the front. Auto has a 3.625 inch CPM S30V VN drop point blade with a black DLC finish. So diamond light coating on that's going to protect that blade a whole bunch. It is a push button, but like we said, it has that very strange, very different slide over protector right there that exposes and closes over the button. It is red aluminum handles, and it does have the lanyard here that is on the slider, the charging handle. So this actually pulls out to recock that knife. It is not like those other dual action autos that are up and down just automatically. You just do have to charge this handle. It is 5.3 inches closed. I'm sorry, I left off this. There's that pocket clip, ambidextrous pocket clip on this thing, and it does have the lanyard hole on the end of the knife. 5.3 inches closed, 9 inches overall, and weighs 5.2 ounces. We have a bunch of different colors and styles in this Heretic Hydra on the site. This is the SE, and it is the red version in the SE. It is $441 from Heretic Knives. I think this knife is crazy. This knife is crazy. Just to be able to do this. There we go. Cock it. Lock it. Boom. Fun stuff right there. $441 at smkw.com. Go check out all the new Heretic knives. There are like 8 to 10 brand new knives from Heretic on the site right now. Go check those out at smkw.com. Yes?
Does it have the safety thing where it comes off the track like the double action OTF?
It does not. It does not. The charging handle OTFs do not have the safety feature. It is going to launch this blade regardless of what it's against. So you got to be a little bit more careful with these. You have to be just mindful of what you're doing when you pop these. There's the charging handle. There it goes. Boom. Right there.
I really like the way that one felt in hand because it's so curvy.
Yeah, she likes the way it feels in hand. It does have a very unique shape. A very, very unique shape, but it does let you, I almost stuck my finger right on the blade trying to watch the screen. But it does let you hang on to this pretty darn good. It just feels good in the hand. $441 again at smkw.com. That's the Heretic Hydra. Go check out this and the other styles of this particular knife. I think there's a Tanto and some other things there. What else? Any other questions, comments, concerns, thoughts?
No. Tobias just showed up.
Hello, Tobias. Have you checked your messages yet? You will find fun stuff in your messages because we saw the knife today and we thought of you. Not available yet, but it is out there. Go check your messages, Tobias, if you haven't already. Anybody else? Anything else?
No.
Okay, so the last knife I want to get into is called a Bushcraft utility knife. It is made by Ontario Knife Company. If you guys know anything about Ontario Knife Company, those are the folks that make Old Hickory, right?
Yep,
And a bunch of other stuff too. But when people started taking Old Hickory knives and turning them into bushcrafting knives, and then Ontario went, hey, we can do this. We can make a nice bushcrafting utility knife using the same style that we use for Ontario. And they've made several really cool hunting, bushcrafting, skinning knives that are literally made right here in the USA. And I mean, they're just easy. They're old school. This knife in particular has a 4-inch alloy steel clip point blade with a satin finish. The handles are laminated hardwood. So you got hardwood handles on this. They're just really nice. It is full tang construction. It is 0.11 inches thick, so it's a pretty beefy little knife, just below 1/8 of an inch. Let's see here. It has triple rivets, so you can pop those handles off if you really need to, so you can clean this knife up all the way. It does have a nice lanyard hole that goes through the tang, so that's secure and that is not going anywhere. It is 9.3 inches overall and weighs 6.42 ounces. It does come with a pretty nice sheath as well. Check this thing out. That is the black nylon sheath. You can strap this to yourself a couple different ways. It looks like it's pretty MOLLE compatible as well. So you can get that right on your pack. You can get it on your hip. You can just dangle it from your belt. It is a nice nylon sheath. It actually has a front pocket right there. Was there anything in this front pocket? No, but you could carry a sharpening stone, and sharpening up that alloy knife would be pretty easily. Let me show you this thing one more time. I'm going to show you both sides. There is the OKC Bushcraft utility knife, 9.3 inches overall. There's the front. Here is the back on that. Here's the kicker. It's $77.20, USA made knife, good knife, for $77.20 at smkw.com. I like this knife. I think it is a no-frills, great little knife. What else we got? Any other questions? Gosh, you guys, are you tired? Are you just talking to each other, saving, just talking, having a good time? That's fine. That's fine. That's what we're here for, guys. As a knife community, we want to foster the knife community, and you know, from things like going to Blade Show or things like National Knife Day, which is coming up August 24th. We're getting set up for that now. What we want to do. Yes, we're a retailer. We want to sell you knives, but we also want to foster this community of people that love sharp and pointy things. If we do that, we all have a great place to go. That's why we have a thing called the Facebook group, the SMKW Army Facebook group. Lots of people there. They're sharing pictures of the knives, talking about new things that are coming up. If you haven't joined that yet, go ahead and give that a go, because it's like-minded people. We do the giveaways to foster the community. We want to put more knives in people's hands than anybody else in the world. That is our goal. We want you to have your sharp and pointy things, and it doesn't matter whether it's a fantasy knife or it is a Microtech or it is one of these brand new Heretic Hydras right here. We want you to have the knife that you want to have. We want you to share your knife with your friends. So follow us on Twitter and follow us on Instagram and do those things. Make sure you're subscribing to this YouTube channel, guys. If you'll hit the notification bell, you'll get notified every time we drop a video, and that's every day. We drop at least one video every single day. Some days, like Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do this show around noon Eastern, and take your lunch break. Watch Guys Talk Knives live on Tuesdays and Thursdays around noon Eastern, or just watch back the old episodes. Watch Get to the Point in the morning. We'll show you a new knife there as well. Participate in all the different places, and you could go home with a brand new knife, whether you buy it or you win it. We're just trying to foster the community so that everybody grows, that people keep loving knives, that we put knives in more people's lives and just enjoy them. What else? Anything?
Do a rundown.
Do a rundown. Okay. Some of us didn't get to it. Okay, so lead off was the White River Ursus. I was thinking this Ursula instead of Ursus. The White River Ursus is a bushcrafting knife from White River. If you've not heard of them, go check them out on the site. Again, that has a 4.5-inch CPM S30V blade on it. It's natural burlap Micarta handles, full tank construction, great lanyard hole on that thing. 8.3 ounces, 9.5 inches overall. That was the first knife we had, and of course it comes with a great leather sheath with the matching ferro rod already in it. That is $244.95 from White River. That is the Ursus 45 right there. Beyond that, we had the Hogue knives, SMKW exclusive. This is an OTF. It's exclusive to us. This is the Sauer Spartan OTF. Got Molten Lava on the blade. That is, in fact, a 3.5-inch S30V clip point blade. Has the FDE coating with the Molten Lava etch in that FDE coating. That's an 1/8 of an inch thick. The handles are T6 aluminum, again with the FDE coating, and it has the Spartan helmet right there in the handle. Let's see, ambidextrous tip-up pocket clip, or tip-down pocket clip. 4.875 inches closed, 8.25 inches overall, weighs 3.84 ounces. That was the second knife that we got into. This one's going to go fast, guys. I know the price tag is big at $339.96, but this is an exclusive. This is a limited edition. Guys, go get this knife out in the store. Impress your friends with that thing right there. We then had the Buck Gray 840 Sprint Select Liner Lock. This was the least expensive knife we had on the show today. It is $49.99 at smkw.com. Again, that's a 3.125-inch 428C clip point blade with the stonewash finish. It has the GFN handles, so it's light and easy to carry. It has a tip-up pocket clip. It is 4.4 inches closed, 7.5 inches overall, and this thing weighs a very light 3.2 ounces. Made in the USA by Buck. Buck does the best with their 420HC. It's super sharp, ready to go. It's just a good EDC pocket knife. Put that in your pocket, put it in your pack. $49.99 at smkw.com right now. Then we had the Heretic Hydra. This Heretic Hydra is brand new in the store right now. This is an OTF with the charging handle. It has the funky little button cover right there. I'm trying to show that. It's really hard to get that to where you can see it. But the button cover, it's a safety feature. It lets you not push this button by accident. This is a big boy of a knife. There's the charge up. Push that over. Get it in the middle where you guys can get on focus. Boom. It is a big knife. Again, that's an S35 VN blade at 3.625 inches. It has the black DLC finish. It's a push-button OTF and with a charging handle. T6 aluminum handles on these. It's red. There are a bunch of different versions there. It has the tip-down pocket clip. 5.3 inches closed, 9 inches overall. Weighs just 5.2 ounces. From a Heretic. Great company out there, American-made, Heretic Hydra. Go check out all the new Heretics on the site. This one happens to be $441. It's the Heretic Hydra OTF with the charging handle. Last but not least, let me close this one up. Last but not least was the Ontario Knife Company Bushcraft Utility Knife. This is a $77.20 knife. It is made of alloy steels. It's going to be easy to sharpen. Satin finish, laminated wood handles, 0.11 inches thick, full tank construction with the lanyard hole that goes right through the tang and the handle itself. 9.3 inches overall, 6.42 ounces on that, 7720 again, and it came with this great sheath that has the multi-mount system on it right there. That thing is 7720 at smkw.com. Any other questions?
No, there's agreement on the Sprint. Buck shouldn't use Sprint.
No, Buck should have never picked Sprint for its naming system. Yes, it's fast. Yes, the flipper works and works nicely.
There is a question.
Yes.
Which of the two Bushcrafters do you like best?
I think that it's a tough comparison, and I'll tell you why. It is a tough comparison because material-wise, and they're just not the same. You're talking about a budget-friendly Bushcraft knife right here at 7720. It's a great knife. Alloy steel, can sharpen it up really nice. You're talking about a premium Bushcraft knife right here in my hand from White River. You're talking about S35 VN. It's going to be super sharp right out of the box. It is heavy, heavy, heavy. This is a heavy-duty knife. Just the Burlap Micarta itself, as pretty as that is, you know, guys, you have to build that into the factor. $244.95 versus $77.20, and it stands out not in craftsmanship but in materials. So you've got a lot more dollars in this thing and the sheath than you do in this thing and its sheath. Now, which is better? I don't know. I haven't used them. I don't know. I have not used either of these knives in the field, but I would think that both would perform well. They're just two very different knives. Different thickness, different weight, different budget versus premium. So I'm going to guess that the White River handles itself really, really well. Let me see how sharp it is, if I can. Yeah. So you can see that S35 sharpens perfect. If they get the hone right on this, if they get the edge right, it's just fantastic for what it is. Now, the alloy steel is going to say, but you can see the quality of that right there, how it just popped through. Let's see what the Ontario does. Whoa, nice. So again, you've got a whole different knife here, different thickness, but the sharpness is really nice on that.
Is there a 90-degree spine on that Ontario?
Yes, there is. Absolutely a 90-degree spine right on it. But again, alloy, tell me if I'm wrong. This is headed towards carbon, right? Alloy.
It's basically carbon.
It's basically carbon. So you can put a really fine edge on carbon. You're going to have to sharpen it more. You're going to have to protect it a little more. But, I mean, guys, 7720 on this Ontario Bushcraft utility knife. And it's fun. What, y'all laughing at my skills?
Yeah, Jason Brown congratulated you on winning against paper today.
I did win against paper. You know why? Because there wasn't a traditional in the mix. Because the traditional kicks my butt on the paper cutting every time. But man, both of those knives are good. I would take it. What'd you say?
I said nothing this time. I was laughing.
She was just chuckling at me. I thought she had a comment to add. Anybody else got any questions, comments, concerns, thoughts?
No.
You know, I was leaning towards the buck to give away, and I decided in the middle of this that the way that this Ontario cut, that's what I'm going to give away today.
That's what they wanted.
Is that what they wanted?
I think so.
Well, now I'm going to take it back. No. We're going to give away this Ontario Bushcraft knife. I want to do something fun. What, if it's 4th of July this weekend? Yes. 4th of July is Saturday, right?
Is it really Saturday?
I believe so. Yeah, when the holiday falls on a Saturday, all of us grimace because we wanted the actual holiday. Yeah, but no, it falls on Saturday. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an informal poll to get entered to win this Bushcraft knife. And here it is, 4th of July. Your answer will tell me whether you prefer hot dogs or hamburgers.
Both.
Yeah? So, and no boths. You cannot do both. You must choose. You must gut it out, and you must choose. 4th of July weekend, hot dogs or hamburgers. I want to just see the word hot dogs, or I want to see the word hamburgers. But you tell me that. That'll get you entered to win this. I'll draw it randomly next week, and we'll tell you on Tuesday next week who won this Ontario Knife Company Bushcraft utility knife. It's just a really, really nice little knife.
Don't forget your pocket dump.
Oh, pocket dump. What do I have today? I have a very dirty knife in my pocket. I put this back in today because I've been cutting open a lot of boxes. That's the Tough Light from Cold Steel. What I really want is one of the minis. I haven't gotten it yet. Look how dirty that is. That's packing tape that gets on this knife. But I love this particular knife as a utility knife. I love the price point on it, which I cannot think on the top of my head right now. But just type in, see the word Tough Light right there. Go Cold Steel Tough Light in our search box. You'll be able to find all of those, and the mini Tough Lights will come up too. They have a smaller version, but I love this particular knife. I carry it a lot, and it does a lot of the work that I needed to do on those really tough boxes that get delivered to my front door. What did you have today?
Well, as always, I'm carrying my line stuff that I just bought.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I have a Molina's pick, sort of. It's kind of my
Oh,
pick. Remember? That
Oh,
one?
yeah.
I paid a quarter for it.
She paid Kevin Pipes a quarter for this
Didn't
knife.
have a penny.
It's a Colonial, right?
Yeah.
And it is a double-ended automatic. I know that sounds crazy, but we can actually do it. Let's see if I can make it pop. What do I got to do here?
Just make sure that the safety, you gotta hold your mouth just right.
I don't have a clue. Make sure the safety is what?
Off.
I got it. Okay, got that one. This seems really dangerous. This seems like a not good knife
It's
design.
a great knife.
And then you can pop the other end too. So
You can pop them at the same time.
double-ended automatic. That's an old Colonial. She saw that come into a collection, and then that's how she got her nickname Dibs with Kevin Pipes. She played dibs on it. She didn't have a penny. He gave it to her. She gave him a quarter. It's a funky little knife. But yeah, both ends, one end serrated, one end plain. I don't think this knife is in production at all anymore, right?
No.
It's a collectible.
And we do buy collections.
Yes. Yes, and we
And
do.
I pick through them.
Yes, she does. Okay, that's cool. That's the pocket dumps for today. Anything else from anybody that was out there?
Facebook was fussing because they were having to choose.
Aw,
And
poor
so that's what they're
pudding.
still doing. They're choosing.
Hot dog. Choose your hot dog or your hamburger. It'll be okay. We don't mean you have to just eat that on 4th of July. I mean, come on. We're going to all eat till we just want to pop, but that's the way it is.
They were being funny.
E.
And then.
And then, my favorite
Making
movies.
sure.
You're making sure. Get entered
No
to.
questions. You're good.
No question.
Remind Facebook they have to do it in the comments after the live.
You mean YouTube?
Yeah.
So she wants me to remind you that Facebook has to do it, but I'm going to remind the right people. On YouTube, you have to do it on the comments, not during the live chat. If you do it in the live chat, we can't contact you. We cannot reply to your message. So do it as a comment on the video after, and that's why we'll get to you much more easily. Tell me hot dogs, tell me hamburgers, win this knife, the Ontario Bushcraft utility knife. We'll let you know who won that next Thursday. Make sure you're visiting smkw.com. That's who sponsors this show, Smoky Mountain Knife Works, smkw.com. It's who writes us checks, right? So that's, yeah. We work here. I've worked here over 22 years now. So, guys, go to smkw.com, buy a lot of stuff so I can still continue to eat each month, and I really appreciate that. I just do. This is Guys Talk Knives. Melina has been handling all of your questions. I've been trying to keep up and do all this stuff right here in front of the camera. We will be back on Thursday at noon with another episode of this, and which is actually episode 121. We will catch you next time. Have a great day, and if I don't see you before then, have a safe and happy 4th of July. Bye, guys.